made a little gift wrapping station for myself. This is my like DIY table, but I figured it doesn't go up that high. It's like, I don't know, 2-3 feet. See, look where my knees are. And I can sit on the couch and wrap gifts like comfortably instead of having to sit on the floor. It's such a pain in the butt, literally. So I'm wrapping gifts. Hello. I haven't really vlogged much. Been feeling pretty lousy, and honestly, I'm getting exhausted. Vlogmas is so fun to think of things to film and then to edit, footage. And it's so fun to watch other people's vlogs. Sorry, my dog just decided to be in my space. Every time I start talking to the camera, she just nudged it. Every time I start talking to the camera, she, like, it's her invitation to interrupt. She's lucky she's cute. So, as I was saying, I really enjoy Vlogmas. It's a lot of fun. And we're coming down to the wire. It's like day 16, 17. And day 16? I think it's day 16. And I'm realizing this was sort of a challenge for myself. Would I film if nobody watches? And the answer is yes. Admittedly, like, sometimes I look at my analytics because they're available, and people don't really watch my videos, and that's fine. I have a few viewers here and there. I know, like, long form, I'm not the best at editing. So, it's more so for me, like, it's fun to look back on projects that I've done and my thoughts on certain paintings, and like, really, that's why I started this channel, because I just wanted to share art stuff. And when it comes to the daily life of my life, like, I don't show a lot. I work a normal job and I love it. When it comes to my daily life, I don't show a lot, because I'm just not, that kind of just was like never my intention with a channel. And I guess I'm realizing that now, that like, that's what people like, like, they like to see not only the artist, but they want to meet the artist. They want to figure out, what you're like and your dislikes and opinions. And I should probably do like a meet the artist kind of video where I like really sit down and introduce myself and talk, about my relationship to art. Because I don't think that I've ever really done that. But I always think of this with the intention of like, these clips are for myself. And if there's things that, like, if I'm not feeling well, I don't really want to remember that, or if I'm not really doing anything, then there's not a lot to film, or I'm in the present moment with my friends, with my family, whatever the case might be. And it's kind of funny, like, Vlogmas forces you to make filming your number one priority. And if you don't, and if you're not used to it, then, that shows in the content that you're making. And I really do try to make sure that this space is for myself and the things that I want to remember, and you know, it's all just for fun. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired. How many times can I say that? I've been really into watching videos about journaling. I don't know. I don't know if I've always been into journals, maybe since I was little, but I, as an adult, really like got into it. And I even tried, I've tried bullet journaling. I used to do that a lot. That was definitely like when I felt like I had more time. And you know, now I'm just kind of thinking like I'm thinking of brainstorming this for myself on camera so that I remember what I want out of a journal. I want a journal that has sort of like a planner set up. So I want, you know, the full date, the full calendar for my bills. And then I want a sketchbook area, and I want I kind of want like a post-it, like somewhere where I can put post-its, because when I'm at work I'll write little post-its to myself about things that I remembered I need to do, need to pay, or uh, things, grocery lists, that sort of thing. And I always write it down on a post-it and I stick it in my purse. And then I have all these like post-its in my purse just hanging out, and I'm like, what is this? When was this written? What does this mean? I would like to have something to put the post-it in rather than keep on taking out a journal, because I don't want to like be seen writing in a journal at work, you know? So I'm thinking of like something like that where I can just put post-its in and save them, and then when I go flip back to that page, like it's on that post-it. And that also brings me to like my next idea of really for the new year. I want to carry like a lot less. I have a lot of like, I have my main purse, and it's a black Calvin Klein purse with 2 slots. It's got the, you know, room for like a lip gloss or whatever in the side pockets, and then it's got like 4 side pockets all around. And I really just want to like go back to minimizing what I'm carrying. I say this as I'm talking about coming up with a new journaling system, but it's true. I guess I just want to carry like less stuff, um, physical stuff that I don't need. The journals, that's something that I do need. So anyway, I really want to like figure that out and get, you know, a purse that either is bigger because my stuff is kind of falling out, or like minimize the amount of stuff that's in my purse. But then also, like, if I do this new journaling system, because I have so many journals, I don't want to go out and buy a new journal like set, even though I'm literally watching a video by this girl named Nicole. It's called My Journaling Ecosystem. It's her 2026 setup. And it's kind of like the journal itself is like its own, I don't know, like ecosystem of, yeah, literally it's titled My Journaling Ecosystem. It is its own little world of, you know, things that this person wants to remember and catalog for herself. And I'm just feeling really, really inspired by that. But I don't want to buy that kind of journal setup. It is really popular right now. I can't remember the name of the journal brand. I think they're based in the UK, and it's this woman, and it's like a bunch of little journals, and it's wrapped in a leather like a leather bound thing, and you've got like 7 journals in there. It's a whole situation. I thought about getting one of those, like a cheaper version, obviously, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to spend the money. And honestly, I have so many journals that I don't use. I'm literally looking at a basket on my shelf of journals that have yet to be used. And I need to just dedicate each journal. And yeah, I'm going to be lugging this stuff around, but you know, if it is something that I really want to do and I really want to keep doing, then I'm going to have to do it. So, yeah, that's sort of been like my thought process lately. You know what I need? I need pens. Pen when I need it, and I can never find a Sharpie when I need it. So I need pens and Sharpies because I use those the most. I have a lot of pencils. I did take a lot of my pens to work because I needed more colors. So maybe I'll just buy like 2 packs of pens and leave one at work and then one for home, and a pack of Sharpies because I need that. This is a terrible angle. I'm like, hello, double chin. Hi. So yeah, I need a new pack of pens. And maybe I'll look through my journals and see what it is I can use and what I'll dedicate each journal for, because that just seems like fun, and that's something I want to bring into the new year. So yeah, I hate waiting until the end of the day when I finally come home to like to go through my planner if I need to, or like let's say I forget to pay a bill. I lost my debit card, and that's been a nightmare to change everything that I've ever paid with that card that's on auto pay. Like it's been so annoying, and having to like refer back to my planner and like look at everything. No. I just want to like bring it all with me, and it's just going to be with me. Like it's fine. I have financial goals for 2026, and I've been really lucky this year that I've been able to like pay some stuff down, and I want to keep that going in 2026. So I want to get like unbelievably organized, and that's going to require journals and pens. So how long can I talk about journals and pens? What a boring, what, this is just, this is how my brain is. So yeah, all of that to say, I'm enjoying making videos and editing again. I'm really just having fun with it. I miss using Final Cut Pro, but I honestly don't have the storage on my iPad, and I don't have the money to be buying like different hard drives for my iPad. And I'd much rather edit on my actual computer. So until I can afford to buy Final Cut Pro and use it on my computer, then I'm gonna use iMovie because it's free. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I just finished eating. I made, you kind of can't see, I made salmon and rice. I'm pretty full because the second I got home, I ate Doritos, and I had some cookies after that while my dinner was cooking. And now I have to take the dogs on a walk. And Benjamin's ears just perked up. I'm gonna take the dogs on a walk and get some air. I just need to like move my body, and really, I don't know. It's been a lot. It's been quite the year. For anybody watching who doesn't know, I struggle with OCD, and I was diagnosed with PTSD. I don't know that I think it's still on my chart. I'm not really sure how it works. You know, the struggle is always imminent. And part of the reason that I even started the painting that I'm working on now with all of my stuffed animals and my, you know, the Dalmatian with the blanket, in the previous video, that is, sort of a goodbye painting of feeling like I need those things to fall asleep. And it's not going to be a perfect like journey for myself, but like every night I would need my 3 stuffed animals, my blue blanket, my Frenchie spray, and my eye mask to fall asleep. And recently I just don't feel like I'm in that headspace anymore, which is really great. I still use the spray. I'll like do like 2 sprays and then I'll go like this to get like the scent in my nose, and my wife laughs at me in a nice way. But yeah, I'm feeling like I don't need that stuff anymore, and it's been really nice feeling like I can let go, and in turn like let go of the label too. Like it's been a really long time since I've had a nightmare, and that was how my PTSD like manifested. I would have flashbacks like during the day, and then I would have nightmares at night. And my body would go into like survival mode, so I would start to pass out after waking up from a nightmare. It was a whole thing, and I'm really, really glad I don't deal with it anymore. I haven't been dealing with it for months, I want to say. And that's what like my painting is about. And I guess when I like finally finish the painting, I'll talk more about it. But it feels really nice lately to let that go, and let that diagnosis and that time frame live in that space, because I don't feel as bogged down by it anymore. How did I even get on this topic? Oh, I wanted to go on a walk and clear my head. That's where my head is at. Letting go of that. At least, you know, like I mentioned, it's not going to be a perfect thing, but it's something. It's a start. It's a start. And I feel like this painting is just a little love letter to the ways that I helped myself cope. So, I also have OCD. That sucks. there is like genuinely, it's pretty bad. I hate it. OCD is terrible to have. I'm not gonna get into like what my OCD manifests as, but it's not great. It's not great. It's a lot of intrusive thoughts and ruminating. If you are familiar at all, then you know. And I don't need to put that on the internet. But it's funny, like, I'm even noticing now I'm sort of self-soothing the OCD tendencies and manifestations and ruminations. I'm self-soothing them from things that I learned in therapy, and that's what therapy is, you know, for. It's super helpful. So yeah, I really like dove in with this painting, and I thought like it's just gonna be a love letter painting to letting go, and that's what it's becoming. And it's every time I sit down to paint, you know, let's say I spend like 30 minutes or something, it's nice to just think of like, wow, I used to be in a really bad place, and it is so cool not being in that space anymore. There were nights where I would wake up, I'd run to the fridge, I would wake up my wife, I would wake up, at the time my cousin lived with us, and I would wake her up. I would be doing whatever I could to distract myself from the feeling that I was going to collapse. And it's funny, like, your nervous system will do just about anything to warn you, you know, trouble is coming and trouble is here and you need to address it. So take care of your body, take care of your nervous system, do what you can to just heal. Okay, I have talked for, wow, 21 minutes. That's gonna be so fun to edit. Okay, I'm gonna take these dogs on a walk because they deserve it. And, you know, maybe I'll paint a little bit or I'll do something. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the rest of my night, if I'm gonna film it. I will see you tomorrow.